2021 Ford Bronco first look, more than nostalgia. The all-new Bronco has the goods to beat the Jeep Wrangler. Size-wise, the two-door Bronco is 6.9 inches longer than the equivalent Jeep Wrangler on a 3.6-inch longer wheelbase, while the four-door is an inch longer on a 2.3-inch shorter wheelbase. The Broncos are 2.1 inches wider and 0.7 inch lower, and they offer similar head and legroom with more shoulder and hip room in the four-door, less in the two-door. Both Fords accommodate more cargo than the Jeep's 3.9-10.6 cubic feet with the seats up and 5.2 to 26.4 cubes more with them down, four-door to two-door. So the four doors are close in size. The new Bronco two-door is way bigger and roomier. The 2021 Ford Bronco offers 3 trim-specific grilles at launch, and each apes the full-width one-piece look of the original. The forward corners of each front fender sprout a trail sight, which helps locate the corners for the adventurous off-road driver and also serves as a place to lash canoes or kayaks to the roof. One of the slickest parts of the design is the arcing bow, a curved black plastic element just in front of the windshield that contains the mirrors. See, unlike the Wrangler, the new Bronco's side view mirrors are mounted on the body, so when the doors come off, you still have mirrors, and the optional cameras housed in each for spotting front tire placement. But rather than just have them stuck onto the Bronco's body, Ford Design gave the pair a little curved plinth to sit on. The weakest part of the 2021 Bronco four-doors design is at the base of the C-pillar, where many surfaces and forms collide. It all looks bunched up. It's not horrible, but there's a black plastic triangle just at the trailing edge of the rear window that looks tacked on and cheaper than the rest of the truck. We were assured by Ford PR the previous iteration looked even worse. Not really a confident statement, that. With the roof off, you can see the perimeter halo roll cage, which leaves the entire space open above both rows of seats for panoramic views of Moab. This structure houses curtain airbags and serves as a design element, to provide ample headroom. The roof stands about 6 inches above this, so removing it lends a chop-top hot rod appearance. Out back, you see exposed hinges on the tailgate, but to simplify door removal and to allow the fenders themselves to be removed, Ford chose concealed hinges for the doors. Removing these frameless, mirrorless aluminum doors is a breeze. Simply lower the windows and slip on the protective door bag. Unplug the electrical connection, a spring-loaded door snaps shut to keep the connectors clean, remove one bolt from each hinge, and off they come. One last cool little touch. The rear view camera is mounted on the end of the spare tire carrier. Said carrier is quite long, so even if you fit a fat, aftermarket spare tire and wheel, your camera can still see. New Ford Bronco tops and trim styles. Broncos are offered with a choice of 2 removable hard tops. The basic one comes molded in black or white and features 2 interlocking sections over the front seats that can be stowed on board in bags like Jeep's Freedom top panels. On four-door models, a third large panel above the rear seat opens the entire roof section but doesn't stow on board. Quarter-turn latches release all these panels. The remaining roof section enclosing the rear cargo area is comparatively small and easy to maneuver, and with it off and all windows lowered, even with the frameless doors installed, you get a true max air convertible feel. A second modular hard top gets painted and adds the third rear roof panel for 2 doors along with removable rear quarter windows for better airflow with the rear roof section attached. The 2021 Ford Bronco four-door also offers a soft top, which features a large section over the seats that can be thrown back for a sunroof feel. Its party trick is that the bottom of the rear section lifts up and out of the way to facilitate loading larger items that might not easily fit through the rear window and swing gate. The first step up the price ladder from the unnamed base model is Big Bend, which is like an XLT grade. The next three 2021 Bronco trims have different missions. Outer Banks is a sport/luxury trim, Black Diamond features tough/rugged cues, and Wild Track has a blacked-out aesthetic with a high-speed desert running focus. Bronco Badlands aims to be the most all-around capable off-roader, and the first edition is a limited production, 3,500, 2021 model based on Badlands with Wild Track exterior and Outer Banks interior and unique graphics. All come in either body style. 2 turbo engines, 2.3L 4, 2.7L V6, 2 transmissions, 2 transfer cases. Time for the specs spew, so pay attention. The base engine under the hood of the 2021 Ford Bronco is a 2.3-liter turbo inline-4 producing 270 horsepower and 310 lb-ft of torque, which ties the 2.0-liter turbo Jeep Wrangler for horsepower and beats it, 295 lb-ft, in torque. The 2.7-liter twin-turbo V6 stumps up 310 HP and 400 lb-ft, handily besting the Wrangler's aging 3.6-liter V6, at 285 HP and 260 lb-ft. Ford has no answer to Jeep's 260 HP, 442 lb-ft eco-diesel V6. That said, there will be a Raptor version of the Bronco coming in a few years. There are 2 transmission options for the 2021 Bronco, Ford's version of the 10-speed automatic co-developed with GM or a new Catrack 7 MTI 556 plus 1-speed manual. What's the plus 1 mean? A super low crawler gear that works in either high or low range and gives the transmission a gear ratio spread, first gear divided by 7th, of 11.0, as opposed to the Wrangler's 6-speed 7.1. This crawler gear is located down and to the left, below reverse in a dogleg configuration and marked C on the shifter. The remaining gears function like a normal 1st through 6th whenever you're not rock crawling, pulling a heavy boat up a wet ramp, or something similar. The 2 transfer case options for the 2021 Ford Bronco include an electric shift-on-the-fly unit like the F-150s, offering 2 high, 4 low, and neutral. The low-range gearing in this one is 2.72:1. The Bronco's optional upgraded version with electromechanical shifting adds a full-time 4 auto mode and comes with a 3.06:1 low range. With this case, the granny gear provides a 95:1 crawl ratio, first X low X axle, according to Ford, besting the manual Wrangler Rubicon's 84:1. There hasn't been a rear-drive Wrangler since 2010, and there's no plan for a rear-drive Bronco, either. New Bronco chassis is Rubicon capable. Previewing the next-gen Ranger, the front suspension of the 2021 Ford Bronco is by control arms, and the rear gets a live axle with trailing links and a panhard rod. Coil-over shock units serve at each corner. Ford claims overall suspension travel bests the Wranglers by 17% in front and 10% in the rear. Maximum ground clearance of 11.6 inches tops the best Jeep's 10.8, and the approach, departure, and breakover angles are also said to be class-leading at 43.2, 37.0/37.2, and 26.3/29.0 degrees, respectively, 4-door/2-door models. Those figures reflect the largest 35-inch, 315/70R17, tires, which come standard on first edition models but are optional on all. Base Broncos get 255/70R16 tires on steel wheels, with various aluminum wheel options wearing 255/75R17, 255/70R18, 265/70R17, or 285/70R18 tires of all-terrain or mud-terrain spec. These reduce ground clearance to 8.4 inches and approach, departure, and breakover angles to 35.5, 29.7/29.8, and 20.0/21.1 degrees on 4-door/2-door models. The most Rubicon-optimized Badlands, Wild Track, and First Edition Ford Bronco variants, and the optional Sasquatch package, on the monster tires get a sophisticated electro-hydraulically actuated front stabilizer bar disconnect system from BWI Group that can disengage while under load. Once disengaged, it automatically reconnects at speeds of 20 plus mph, then automatically disengages again when speeds drop sufficiently. These variants also get fancy position-sensitive Bilstein monotube dampers that provide lots of damping for large bumps, far less on small washboard bumps. Their large diameter provides ample oil to remain cool in prolonged higher-speed desert running, evincing some inherent Raptor DNA. Lots of off-road goodies. Locking differentials are available front and rear, and there's a trail turn assist function that drags the inside rear brake to tighten the turning radius like on a Toyota Land Cruiser, except that the Broncos works at higher speeds. There's a new feature borrowed from the electric vehicle world, one-pedal driving. As you lift off the accelerator in off-road modes with a 2.7-liter automatic set to an off-road mode, the system applies and will hold the brakes. It's ideal for novice off-roaders negotiating tricky terrain. Every modern off-roader has terrain modes, and Broncos got them: normal, eco, sport, slippery, sand, baja, mud, and rock crawl, but you really only need that last setting. This mode automatically optimizes the differential lockers, stabilizer bar disconnect, and myriad other parameters to remove the guesswork. When rock crawling, the various displays can show vehicle pitch and roll angles, tire pressures, and 360-degree camera views that include a fisheye view of what lies ahead and what's happening at each front tire. These camera views allow drivers to do without an exterior spotter and verify that the path ahead is safe. The new Bronco's undercarriage is comprehensively armored from the bumper past the first cross member, with separate shields protecting the anti-roll bar disconnect device, the gas tank, and the transmission. Top models add further protection for the rear dampers and radius arm mounts. Rock rails are rated to support the weight of the vehicle at any point and are sacrificial, easily replaced if damaged. Tow hooks are rated to support at least the weight of the vehicle, but as for towing via the hitch, Bronco is rated for 3,500 pounds, same as Wrangler. New Bronco interior designed to get dirty. The Bronco is designed to get wet, muddy, and dusty. An available drain hole in each footwell features a quarter-turn plug to facilitate hosing off the rubber-lined floors. Vertically exposed switches like those on the steering wheel and those atop the center stack for the diff locks and bar disconnect are fully covered by a waterproof silicone membrane. For those just looking for style, leather and carpet are available, but the marine-grade vinyl upholstery that pairs with the rubber floors looks cooler and more appropriate. Because the doors will often be removed, both the glove box and center console bin feature key locking. Replacing the map pockets on the seat backs, who uses a map, is a mall strap system to which all sorts of aftermarket accessories can be attached. The dash features an 8.0 or 12.0-inch infotainment screen plus a 6.5-inch driver information screen. The new 2021 Ford Bronco is impressive, in both its off-road capability/technology and design. Quite obviously the Jeep Wrangler is both the 900-pound gorilla and the elephant in the room. But Ford seems to have improved upon several of the Jeep's shortcomings. How often are you going to go off-road, versus how often do you want to have a killer-looking off-roader? Think about it. Ford has. Please tell us your opinion of the 2021 Ford Bronco.